Welcome back to the channel, folks. In this video, we'll be working here on this Arctic Kitty 340. She's a good looking unit, not like this, but got her for cheap, wanted to clean her up so Hannah has a nice snowmobile. And what better way to get back into a posting pattern than hitting some Arctic Kitty content? Let's get it, folks. So this right here is one of them LYNX Series 2 340. It's the Arctic Cat 340 in there. And we're diving into it. Obviously, I've done a little work without you guys. I apologize, but we're back now. And I've just been cleaning it up. It's been sitting for a few years before I got it. And supposedly it was down because it needed a little bit of engine work. How these always go down. So I bought it for a cheap price with another one I'll show you. This one I've had for a while now, but if you're new to the channel, this is my I think it's an 87 Ski-Doo Formula Plus. Yeah, it's like 530 something cc's. It's a pretty mint unit, pretty quick. The track is on its way out. I figured out this season, and because it sits out here in the sun, which is pretty nice, it's the color's fading pretty bad. So we're gonna have to tinker with this one soon and probably get it wrapped. This one's mine, and then Hannah's gonna have the slower one. At least that's the idea. And that there is the El Tigre. I got this one and that other one, both Arctic Cat flavors, for about $250. You're just trying to get rid of them. So I'm gonna hopefully fully save the other one and then pull this one in after I retarp it for the summer and bring this one back to life as well. And we've been tinkering, and I think we figured out the problem to the weak spark. Stator coil broken, so I got a new stator, the whole thing. So we're just gonna pop and get back together on that one. Hopefully put the flywheel back on, spin it, get spark, put it all back together, and then we're good. But yeah, I'll show you, do a little walk around of this John. All right. Ugh. Back in the saddle again. I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again. All right, anyway. We're here. So obviously this is a 340 engine on this here Arctic Kitty. The issue was, originally, I had no spark. So I tested the stator and such and checked all for ohmage. There's a good video on YouTube that I actually watched to figure out that whole ohmage situation, which was very helpful, and I would recommend 100% watching if you're trying to test and see if your stator is good or the coils, or if you're having a no spark situation. But anyway, yeah, the coils were bad, the wires were bad, that was all bad from sitting because it sat for however many years. And then I had to clean the points on the stator here, so I got in there with this flywheel pull tool, pop that thing off, and then unfortunately, doing that, I broke the coil on this bottom pack of this stator. So unfortunately, I'm gonna replace the whole thing. I have the other stator somewhere in here. I gotta just sand it down and clean it up a little. But anyway, I knew it was that once I put on the new flywheel and was testing it, because only one of the plugs wasn't having good spark. So yeah, this is the point we're at. I'm gonna hopefully just swap out this stator for the new one, and hopefully it goes like that. It's, well, who am I kidding? I'm working on it, so it's obviously not gonna go like that, but we can hope. We can hope, folks. All right, let's put you guys on a time lapse and let's just get to it, or we'll never get anything done here. All right, we got the new stator swapped on. I just got to put on this thing on there. I got to move the points out of the way. Obviously, I did something that you guys wouldn't really like, but don't worry. I'm gonna use all the right bud connectors like I did here, because I don't like these connections too much, because then you seal them once, and then if it's the same thing as using a butt connector, but then you have this that could, or whatever, have loosen up, get a bad connection. You never know. And with my luck, I don't like to test the odds. So we're gonna do it with these butt connectors. And these pins, these were off the other stator, these male and female. So I just cut them off, and I'm gonna just butt connect these up to that. So that should be good. Should have spark at that point. This has been a long project, but definitely worth it. It's gonna look good at the end of the day. I mean, it already looks halfway decent, and I just spit on it basically a few times and gave it a few, you know, like like that. That is basically all I did with it so far. So besides this, and this is looking good. I'm happy with that, and yeah. I'll do a time lapse for butt connecting up these wires, but I'm gonna throw on this piece real quick. I think it was just like that. Dude, I'm a lot smarter than I look. All right, meow. I'll get a bunch of butt connectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get 6 butt connectors, and we'll put this all together. I was really dreading this whole moment. Oh, and here's the old stator. You can see right here, that's where the flywheel smacked. And it looks like it pulled this one up a little bit too. But yeah, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? At least then I could try to rebuild this coil on this one if I really feel inclined. But at least I know that one's good, and I don't have to play with this one to get it running. All right, well, I'll come back when I got butt connectors. All right, we're back. I got the butt connectors, but first, come in here. Make sure you clean these up nice and good. Yeah, really low grit. I think this is like 440. I don't know. It's very fine. So there's not gonna scuff up the points too much, but you just want it enough. Give it a nice cleaning, you know? Good enough. And then you want to hit the other side. Alright, so we're gonna call that good. Alright, meow. I got obviously those 3 butt connectors on there. I'm gonna heat up the wires once they're all connected. Now I'm just gonna strip these back and connect them. I kind of have them labeled. I think this one's the center, this one's the outside one, and this is the brown one. So we'll connect those and get back to you. Alright, so we got this side all butt connected up. I'm going to heat them up and then do the same thing with these two. Hopefully I get enough room on that one. And then we're all set. Alright folks, well it appears I got everything butt connected up and ready on this section. I just gotta heat up those connections, and then I guess we'll be testing for spark. Alright, so as you guys saw, we had the flywheel on and we were spinning it around and we had no spark. Unfortunate. So meow, I'm going to get to show you guys how I cleaned up this other stator and made it look like this compared to that. So we're going to get in here with some sandpaper, clean up these so it can make a better connection. And then obviously we'll hit these points again while we're in here. And hopefully that's our issue, which I'm pretty sure it is. So I found the best way for me to clean these coil ends, whatever you want to call them. I don't know the official name of anything, so I don't really care. So you take a little bit of ultrasonic or parts cleaner and get the Brillo a little damp. And you just sit there. The parts clean it up. Alright, well those cleaned up really nice. Now we gotta do those. You remember what it looked like originally, that's definitely an upgrade. Take that sandpaper and hit these points again while I'm in here, if I can find that sandpaper. Not that high grit one. On those points you gotta use that low grit. Alright, well, technically that's all cleaned up. So the only next thing to do would be to put this back on and go through that whole mess again. Alright folks, unfortunately, we're gonna be calling it a day there. We cleaned up this stator pretty good after installing the new one. We have it all wired up, and then we tested for spark, and it didn't really want to show spark. So I took off the flywheel again, cleaning it up, and we're gonna let it dry, throw it back on that flywheel, and get some spark the next time we test it. Stick around for part 2 where we will be testing for spark, and we will get spark, as well as finishing throwing this all back together and having Hannah take it for her first ride. It's gonna be a cute little snowmobile for her. I'm excited. Anyway, I think we're going to be back into posting again. We got a few projects on our list that we're trying to check off. Obviously, this is one of them. That LT Gray is another one. The camper. Yeah, the camper doesn't look like the camper right now. I have it all torn apart, and we will show you guys that in the next video. Becoming a real good time. Other than that, the Jeep's alright. I got bigger tires on it, and it's been going down to the Pine Barrens, and it doesn't like going down to the Pine Barrens, but it's still running, it's alright. And the new truck is still new trucking, it's clean and still running for a 6.4, you can't complain, you know. And then the Caddy, we got another video coming up of the Caddy, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy what we are hiding / are doing to that Cadillac. So stay tuned. We got a bunch of good stuff in store for you guys. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. God bless. Be like Biff. And we'll freaking see you later.